Hi everyone, my name is Jeff Starr, and I've been playing guitar for over 20 years. I love guitar gear, and my wife would tell you likely that I spend way too much time researching new, used, vintage gear, trying to buy way too much stuff. But with the holidays right around the corner, I thought now would be a really good time to talk about gifts for guitar players. Maybe my wife will watch this one. So here is my 5 great gift ideas for guitar players. When building this list, I tried to pick items that would excite both new and advanced guitar players. And finally, I tried to keep prices in the $100 to $150 range so that you can give a super memorable and meaningful gift without having to go totally broke. Links to everything I mentioned will be in the video description. Number 1, the Gretsch Guitar-Ukulele. This here is one of the best items I've ever picked up. Technically, I bought this for my son, but he was 6 months old at the time. So I guess I sort of bought it for me too. But he's older now, and he actually also really loves this. My brother recently visited me, and he could not put this down either. Is it a ukulele? No. Is it a guitar? No, it's like a tiny guitar. It's tuned up a pitch like a ukulele, but it's got 6 strings, you can see there. All the standard chord shapes you know from guitar. 0 learning curve. It's just a great, really fun little mini guitar. It's great for dorms. It's great for camping. Keep it next to the couch. Keep it next to your bed. This is a grab and go, pick it up, noodle on it. And I think it's a really unique, fun gift. And it plays really, really great. Probably hold that up by the mic so you can hear it. It's also been a really great tool for bonding with my kids. I sing them songs. My son is older now. He picks it up, he strums it, he makes up his own songs. We have a lot of fun. And I get to share loving guitar with him, and that's really great. If the price is a concern, there is the Yamaha GL1, which is about $100. I think this is a far superior instrument though, and I would highly recommend if you want to do something like this, get the Gretsch. Number 2, a wireless system. When I got my first wireless system for guitar, I think I spent around $400. And that was a huge investment for me at the time. But I took the risk, and I was really glad that I did. And since then, though, prices have dropped a lot. I remember the first time I set up my wireless system in my small Brooklyn apartment, and I just sort of walked around, which was a really surreal feeling, not having cables hanging from you. But that freedom was awesome. It made grabbing my guitar and jamming literally easier. Just one less thing to set up, dig out cables, drape them across the room, whatever. When playing gigs, being able to walk my solo off the stage and into the crowd, or when there was no crowd, walk actually outside and play in the street, that made those gigs tons of fun, and that was just a really cool tool to have. Now, thanks to the shrinking size of digital technology and rechargeable batteries, you can get all this for $100, and that's crazy. These wireless systems have gotten really small. Mine was bulky, and I had to keep, like, the wireless receiver was on my pedal board, and it was eating up space, which was pretty valuable. And in fact, when I downgraded to a smaller size pedal board, I actually had to take off my wireless system. That was one of the things that I just couldn't have space for anymore. So I'm recommending the X5, I think it's pronounced X5, U2 rechargeable 2.4 gigahertz wireless system. For about $150, this is super easy wireless system, and it's about the size of 2 car keys. The only thing to note that it does not work with active guitar pickups. Those would be pickups that have a battery. And like any sort of wireless system, you can always interact with other wireless systems that might be running, whether it's someone else in your, in the band or in the house PA system, if that's likely. So you can probably keep a cable back up in a gig bag, but most likely you won't ever need it. Number 3. For whatever reason, guitar players love 2 types of pedals, delay and overdrive. When it comes to delay and reverb effects, there's usually 2 choices. Either a super simple pedal that does one sound really good, or a digital multi-effects unit that's got like 1,000 things crammed in it, some really good sounds, maybe a couple great sounds, and then just a bunch you never really need. Well, the Keeley Caverns version 2 delay and reverb pedal is one that should be in anyone's collection. What I like about the Caverns is that pedal designer Robert Keeley, so he found a balance of the best and most desired options and crammed those all into one pedal. I love that this thing can go from being a traditional slapback delay with a Fender style spring reverb to becoming sort of a luscious ambient sound, and then just turn the knobs a little bit more and you're sort of in like a self-oscillating noise rock. The pedal is easy to control. It's very easy to understand. You don't need to spend a ton of time forever to try to coax out great sounds. And this is why I think this makes it a really great gift. It's practical, but it's also weird enough to be a fun toy. It's easy to use, but there's plenty to explore to make you keep coming back to it. And it's only $179. If you don't know much about guitar pedals, normally for a pedal of this quality and these options, you would look at spending like $300, maybe more. I'm looking at you, Strymon. Looking at you, Strymon pedals. I know what you're up to. The other thing is that Keeley is one of the best boutique builders out there, so it's a really nice name to have on your pedal board, just have as your collection of gear that you take with you to show off. That's a nice little element too. And guitar players, we like collecting gear. I know I do. I have a problem. There are tons of great demos of this pedal online, so if you want to learn more, I put some links in the description. Go check those out. Number 4, an audio interface. One of the fun things about playing guitar is making music. And the next best thing about making music is recording music. I don't know what's going on with my hands here. You want to record music so you can make it and listen to it and share it for other people. So I'm going to recommend the Behringer Euphoria 2-channel audio interface so that the guitarist in your life can easily start the process of recording music. Because this interface accepts a normal guitar lead, they can plug directly in, they can goof around with software amps in GarageBand or Logic, whatever recording software or app they want to use. This is a gateway to opening up the whole guitar experience to just all sorts of other things beyond just an amp and some pedals. Get a microphone, they can start recording vocals. This person in your life who you're buying for, start recording music in a real way. If the guitarist in your life is more advanced, maybe they're in a band, there is a 4-channel version of this for a little bit more money. It allows you to do 4 inputs all at once. That could be 2 mics, a guitar and a bass plugged in, however you want to do it. Number 5. This may be my most boring choice, but it's probably the biggest must-have. A simple, trusty tube screamer. At only 99 bucks, this is a steal. Is your guitar player new to gear? Then a tube screamer will definitely stick with him or her for the rest of their guitar adventure. If the guitar player in your life is a guitar nerd like me, well, here's sort of an odd thing. A lot of guitar geeks never actually get around to buying that tube screamer because we all get sucked into like new, unique, weird boutique pedals, and we often forget about just the good old-fashioned, old-timey tube screamer. You might be surprised, they probably don't have this pedal, and they would be probably really happy to actually get it. If Stevie Ray Vaughan liked it, and a million other pros, it's a good pedal, trust me. There's nothing wrong with a tube screamer. And if the guitar player in your life does have a tube screamer, get them the full-tone OCD. Once again, I'm Jeff Starr, and if you like this video, please take a moment to visit my channel, check out the other posts I have there. If you really like this video, you can always come over and consider joining me on Patreon, where your support will help me make more videos like this. As always, a huge thank you to my patron supporters. Thank you again, and happy practicing, or happy shopping. That's what I should say. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.